The Indian government has banned journalist Anand Ingalaji's book El Dorado, which details the events of the Kolar Gold Fields, KGF, between 1951 and 2018, but a television news channel obtains a copy and interviews him. In 1951, government officials discovered gold mining in southern Mysore state, where Raja Rocky Krishnappa Beria was born on the same day to a destitute teenage woman named Shanti. Suryavardhan, a prominent crime lord who accompanied the official, assassinates them and leases the area for 99 years under the guise of operating Narachi, a limestone mine, but covertly forms KGF. He had 5 associates: Kamal, the son of Suryavardhan's former associate Bhargav; Rajendra Desai, who oversaw the transportation of refined gold bars; Andrews, who oversaw gold smuggling on the country's western coast; Guru Pandyan, president of the in-government DYSS party; and Adira, Suryavardhan's brother, who oversaw KGF security. Suryavardhan becomes paralyzed and names his eldest son Garuda as the eventual heir of KGF. Suryavardhan anticipated Adira to be his son's aide, but Adira attempts and fails to assassinate Garuda. Garuda then bombs Adira's car, and he is assumed dead. Former allies of Suryavardhan are now eyeing the fortunes of KGF. Rocky arrives in Bombay as a 10-year-old on Shanti's pursuit for wealth and power, and begins working for Shetty, a gold smuggler and Andrews's underboss, who competes against a Dubai-based opponent Inayat Khalil. Years later, he advances through the ranks and is in charge of bringing African gold bars to the Bombay shore. Rocky's might begins to rival Shetty's. Andrews, who notices Rocky, offers him Bombay in exchange for killing Garuda. Rocky takes the opportunity and travels to Bangalore, where he meets Desai's daughter Reena, falls in love with her, and pursues her to accept him, much to the dismay of her fiancé Kamal. A statue inauguration is planned with the hopes of attracting Garuda away from KGF, but the scheme is thwarted even before it begins. Rocky watches Garuda's command of authority and power. Rocky travels to KGF, murdering a unit of Garuda's henchmen to enter, seeing no other option but to slay Garuda. Workers at KGF who were taken forcibly are subjected to harsh conditions and treated as slaves. Rocky joins them, and despite his initial apathy, he is moved by a guard's cold-blooded murder of a mother and son. Rocky sneaks into the mining map during a roll call and just escapes death after a fellow slave sacrifices himself to save the lives of his wife and unborn child. Andrews, Kamal, and Desai are misled about the incident and believe Rocky is dead. Rocky fights an entire unit of 23 guards, killing each one in order to save a blind slave who was about to be horribly murdered. Rocky becomes a messiah in the eyes of the slaves with this act. He directs them to burn the guards' bodies in order to warn Andrews and his men that he is still alive through their informants, Kulkarni and Garuda's younger brother Virat. Garuda is preparing to leave his home to investigate the fire and the missing guards. To prevent this, Virat suffocates Suryavardhan to death, and Garuda returns home. Shaken by the recent catastrophic turn of events, Garuda reschedules Makali's ceremony from the following week to the following day, intending to kill his father's allies as soon as the rite is over. Rocky sneaks down a tunnel at night to the location where Garuda has decided to behead 3 prisoners as offerings to the goddess, while Vanram discovers that the 3rd victim has already been slain in his jail cell. When Garuda arrives and sacrifices 2 slaves, a hidden Rocky, who had taken the place of the 3rd slave, emerges and kills him. Ingalaji concludes that Rocky purposefully chose KGF as the place for Garuda's assassination in order to gain control of an army of slaves, and that this is only the beginning. Ramika Sen, a no-nonsense politician, learns about Garuda's murder. Adira, who is still alive, and Khalil both intend to reappear. Vanram orders his forces to attack Rocky and his army near the end of the film. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more videos.